What's up YouTube, back with another fly tying video, and today I'm going to show you how to tie a clouser minnow. What these look like are this, and these are good saltwater flies and smallmouth flies. This pattern is what I'm going to be showing you guys how to tie today, and it is absolutely killer. I know saltwater guys love it, and it's the best smallmouth pattern. The red eye on it is definitely key. Green or chartreuse and white with the red eye is a key smallmouth pattern. So the materials you're going to need to tie this up are some bucktail. 2 colors is ideal. You could do it with 1 color, but I like doing a lighter color for the bottom and a darker color on top. So we're going to have white for the belly and chartreuse for the top today. 2 different kinds of bucktail. And you could get away with 1 kind of flash or even no flash, but I have 2 today. I'm going to have the white to match the white and some peacock color crystal flash to match the chartreuse. And the base is going to be a hook. You could go anywhere from like size, whatever size you need really, but I'm doing size 4 today so I can make a decent size. You get the idea. This is about 4 inches, 3 inches. You can make it as long or as short as you want, whatever you like. And of course some dumbbell eyes, lead eyes to put it on and tie in. Whatever weight and size you need. This is just what's working in the shallow streams for me, so because it doesn't sink fast, they're really light, but if you have deeper, faster water, you might want to up the size. And then just some super glue to finish it off, so we'll get to tying. First things first, we're going to put the hook in the vise, and we're going to have the hook point on the bottom first. And then just like usual, wrap the thread around and make a base. I like going all the way hooked down the hook point so the thread doesn't slip when you're fishing. The super glue should prevent this, but it's nice always having that extra security. Then we snip the tag, and it's really key to have a good base towards the top because that's where you put in the dumbbell head. So now we're going to get the thread just a little bit behind the hook point and put the dumbbell head on. And how we tie these on is they have a little slit in the middle. You put that right on the hook and you wrap over it diagonal and then from the other way, so in a crisscross pattern. And I do that 3 times each way and adjust as you need, and then I'll do 3 one way, 3 the other way, just until it's tight. And then also go around it and under it and do this one really tight to make sure it's on there nice. Next up, we're going to take our bucktail and look for a nice long strand. You want to get about this much and cut it right at the base. Doesn't have to be super clean yet. And then we're going to work on the bucktail. We're going to thin it out. So I hold it near the back, and then you thin it out to get all the short strands out so you're not tying too much excess on. And just throw those away. So now that it's all thinned out, nice and long, we're going to measure up with the hook about how much we want. And that looks suitable for today. That's the length I want it. So I'm going to take the front and cut it with the scissors at a little diagonal like that, so when you're tying it doesn't bunch up too much. Then you're going to put it right on top of the eyes and give it 1 really loose wrap, and then gradually get tighter and increase up the hook length. And just work on making a base. And if there's too much excess, you could snip it. Mine really doesn't have that much. I'll just tie over it. Make a few wraps on the eyes just to cover up the bucktail. And then now what we're going to do is flip the jig over. Actually take it out of the vise and put it back in. So now the hook point is facing up. And just take a few more wraps to secure it down. Next up, we're going to take our crystal flash and cut off a strand of as many as we want. I already cut mine off, and I have about 5 or 6 strands. So what we're going to do is just tie these on now. Actually, I'm going to double these over, so I wrap it around my thread, pull it all the way down, and it will be tied in. Just take a few wraps, make sure it's lined up the way you want it, falling nicely, and then hold on to it so you could snip it at the end. Don't snip it too far past the bucktail, just about where the bucktail ends, and it's nice to have a few pieces of bucktail past it and all messy at the end. That's the best way to fish like it, when it's really messy, not perfectly straight at the end. So next we're going to get the next bucktail ready and tie it in really quick. Or not the bucktail, the next color of crystal flash. So that was the white. We got white bucktail, white crystal flash, and next up is the green crystal flash, peacock colored. This last part, guys, last piece we need to tie in is bucktail, and I like just picking from the edge over here, so I'm going to look for a longer strand and thin it out to how much I want. Make sure that looks long enough, and just cut it as close to the base as I can. Then same thing, just hold it near the back and thin out all the excess pieces. That'll bunch up the tie. Then we're going to measure out how far we want it. That looks about perfect. Just take it, and it's already kind of at an angle, so we're just going to clean it up. Put it in where you want it. Nice light wrap to start, and then get tighter as we go forward. And now what we're going to do, it's laying how we want it. Everything looks good, it's perfectly far back. So now we're just going to build up the head with the thread. Make sure there's no green showing. I like it all white thread in the front. And we're just going to clean this up. Just cut all the extra chartreuse bucktail pieces so it's nice and clean. And just keep on wrapping. Wrap a little bit in the front, and you want to build up a nice cone shaped head. Now we're finished. So all you do, if you could do the whip finish, do it, but what I do, I just take the thread, cut it at a nice long piece so you have a lot to work with, and I put my thumb here, wrap it back around the top, and take the end and just make a knot. And I do about 3 of these, and then cut it off right at the base, put some super glue on it, and we're good to go. It's all ready to fish. Oops. Last knot, always triple knot it just to make sure. Then snip the tag, and it's all done. Here's the result of a clouser minnow. Perfect bait for smallmouth and saltwater. I don't do a lot of saltwater fishing, but I'm going to try to make a trip as soon as I can. But in the meantime, I'll be posting some smallmouth videos soon once I can get out there, and I'll definitely do some fly fishing. All you do is cast this out there and strip it back across the current, perfect in rivers, and this is magic. Hope you guys tie this up and have some good success with it. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.